science say opeso bo tennis na ne je ho o tennis o TV so a on tutu ne sasa we di akunya no ada ho say kids tennis championship and a tournament e ba so no fa ma hu don't let it go onim kola ne mra wo di omo bo bi kra omo hwe bi wo di omo ma hwe kra weekend mutifi mu nya hwe sisa omo nyina bra na dwumedie no omo meta de echiri. That is how you build the love and the interest of the sports in your kids. A free entry at the Accra Sports Stadium. Now, many people form organize dwumedie na nipoda ho no other than a boxing hall of fame. No other than someone who was a junior Grand Slam player and former national champion. Menya Victoria Dona ewa ha meneno ebedin komo with great pleasure and meneno ebedin komo vi say baby wo han ko be che say enyasem ketu akra if Jumedin we did to the highest level for herself and for her country enti nipa bi say na de bia no say ko so kai wo mo bo ma baso if say omo akwa ji omo yankasa esio champ good morning.
Good morning.
But you and a baby aboko. But you be mic and mommy.
But baby aboko.
Oh, yeah, tennis boy. Now when fitness come was still you give up to tennis. Dientra.
Tennis no. A game bia. So we are kokra ana old lady. But to me abo so tennis. So for tennis there you can't stop playing tennis. And I still continue playing tennis. Till now.
You can still play it. You can still love the sport, but it takes a lot more than just love for the sport to still give back. I didn't know the you want to give back. You want to still help tennis.
Yeah. To say, me so me bano. Obi na eboa mi.
Sure.
Ina me di buy me bakra na manyi me to say akwara kitiwa na em say me 14 years.
Who started tennis ball at the age of 14?
14. Enti na manyi dada. But na me pe game no. Enu nti na eba no sa. Enti obi ahwe mi. Na me enti say me so me hwe obi. Enu na me ba no mu no. Omo si da bi. Ma obi aboa ye maami up to today. Enti ma yensu yenya bibi na ye famboa.
So you got introduced to tennis at the age of 14. Why that late?
Na me ye sports woman, me ye high jump.
Okay.
Na me ye 100 meters. And what do you call it? Short put. But me yes, I no me school na me who say tennis no na sad time no na white. Everything white, everything.
No, dress code.
The dress code.
Okay, I said white. White.
White. Come on, so I socks white. And no na Emma minya science F.
Dress code cry of
fair. No na me fair. No na Emma mi.
Na no na embo who say na we just carrying all the Santa the socks in impo white so we just that didn't scare you
at all because that time no na t-shirts no ewo ho na skirt no mami na epam mami yeah me mami ya simpsons no opam skirt no e mami into
please yeah wow and you fell in love with it right from that day who say almost how difficult was it for you as a bar about tennis at that time? And then there TV available will be able to say my about tennis into very common. Moment they not common sir. Even to convince your mother say about tennis into your pound at the mouth Franco Bono. How difficult or easy was it for you?
Oh, not difficult. To say me mama no on him say me sports.
Oh yes, sports did that.
Me papa also say enti enye difficult but na me wo me papa chamber no dey on person over people e dey bia wo fi ma me ya me convince no sa na me say o we no e be ya ma me enti ma me nko enti enye difficult na ye ben stadium
question can be sound say now feel Because my experience with tennis, and they say, Usu benefit from it because of the stadium.
Yeah.
Boss now, say they gradually become players.
Yeah.
And all the best players I've seen play for Ghana in the last 10 or 15 years have all come from Usu. Even though there are other clubs around, even Accra, but some of the young boys, a lot of them have come from Usu. Eh, kubolo no na mama stadium was na say
Debi o enya kubolo, but on say stadium new brand enti wo dwane a na akọ
uhia so befa car
Debi wo dwane na akọ enti easy
very
easy
accessible
wo befa car ansa na wo beba but wo dwane a ana ye ya obibi wo fear say oh mami nko stadium na wa dwane akọ share stadium.
We are Bama Sibo Fufua, now stadium. We are by Sibo Chelsea now
stadium.
Very interesting, very interesting. But what do you think about the state of tennis in Ghana? Because in Tokwame, they be amene Gabi ne Nkofo Kone say, Charlie Davis Cup, your own Francophone, we bought the very highest level of Davis Cup in this country. Almost this generation are qualified from zone 3, zone 4 to zone 3 to almost yard. Clearly, almost all do zone 2, zone 1, be amaye near that level. But what do you make of the standard of tennis?
Excuse me. You know, in those days, the Francophones and Jonathan Odonko and Omo Boadie.
Yeah.
On say in sports, we bring one sia. And una. Wunya sa kokrodon na wodi aye niama ba wo ye sesi a nkwala no wo kan bibia omo dwen se omo nim sesi a go betumi akachem se me time a me button say olden days and sa time no achem
yeah
but sesi a na de ye che no but it's the same thing. Tennis there is the same procedure. We start here. The becho kita racket no say, dan no say, turn you shoulder and the same thing. It's just nowadays it's kind of technology.
Yeah.
So like step forward for the forehand, you don't step forward. You can do open stance and play. That's the only thing, but it's the same thing.
Insurance is sign baby.
Me. I'm not sure. It's the same thing.
Because individual sport.
Yes.
Even in doubles, no quite team sport, no quite no. It depends on your individual skill set.
Exactly.
And this time be for more time. No?
Debbie. Me who
changes.
Because me bought tennis. Pepe. Ti said the omo bono. Me to me bought sa. Be I mean to me Johnny.
Yeah, you small want to be from man.
But still. The same, so me.
All right, yeah, share Jumedia Basu, our kids tennis tournament. Add now we don't call tennis tournament. No, I need to be for open B and a seniors open B. Add now, yes, obey and call.
Okay. And say when I first edition. And now, I mean, Bano, 2 boys.
Okay, 2 boys.
Kitty one.
Okay. On tennis.
On tennis, mature tennis. Until on tennis.
On body diagonal so many abri.
On moody says I don't moody diagonal. Because before paying dear or tournament. But Edru baby school ninty 1 year time. When so me chair no 1 year time. But on tennis. But un say how do I put it?
What the camera phone?
O say nkwala no editi ayeye nkwala no payfo no omo abosa and they are still playing good tennis, but the little ones no it's very difficult to get them. See, because most of them I don't want to me person me ball tennis me person me here but still person on tennis so but on I didn't hear
the reason for the
enti ye adwe mi ba no mo ka chem se o mami ma ye bibi mboa nkwala no enti wan kasa wo na wo tennis die na wo pese ye na first no mi si o na ka ye be under 12 under da be mi si da bi my started from the scratch, 10 and under. Na yen encourage omu. Na omu hu say tennis no betimi abo tennis na ubo a to me the wo kofa.
Yeah.
Enu nti na me decide say ye be ye under 10.
Under 10. 10 and below.
10 and below.
Where the first edition? Are there plans to do it annual?
Yes.
Until first one my year, next year,
Yeah.
who be on.
Yeah. Now omo planning for me ban omo planning say
okay.
ye be twice in a year if possible, if only God permits. So
But with such programs, where do you think tennis would be in the next 10 years?
in the next 10 years.
Because it created that conveyor belt, it be faded out. Then Korani Bible shame.
Yeah.
Until who think Kolano, where do you hope? Do you hope to discover the next Francophonie? Do you hope to discover the next, Victoria?
Yes.
The winners.
That is the aim. That is the aim. We want to start them now so that we get those who will stay. By all means, some will fall out.
Of course.
Yeah, they will go to
natural
some other.
course.
Yes. So those who will stay, we just continue watching them because the tournament is going to be a yearly
event.
So when we finish with them this time, then the next time you see that there will be some of them will be 11, 12. Then we go to 12. So we keep watching them until they are.
Wow. Are you doing this out of your own pocket?
Yes, from my children. And then we got some few sponsors. That's my son's friends. And my in-law also, they are helping. So it's from...
It's basically a family business now.
Yes, so...
Wow.
But the door is open. If somebody wants to sponsor us, we are there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Wow. Happy FM, so your doors are open.
Good. Thank you.
Our doors are always open. Thursdays are for lesser known sports.
Oh, okay.
And the more you be our mother bar,
Okay.
so that the world will know, say, Ghana is not only about football, but there are people doing great things in other places. Yeah. But these are people who are investing in our children, in our communities, and keeping our social cohesion together. Important. You'll be able to have football, you'll be able to have basketball. There are people whose interest and talent are in tennis, in basketball, in rugby, whatever it is. Or see a boy. No money now. But the
Saturday.
Okay.
And we
so
are
it's a day event.
Yeah, a day event.
8 to time.
8 to the time that the matches are over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you going to do a clinic where you show them some basic skill? And I said, this is just for tournament. Oba, we just pair you up. Now, Oba, gentlemen, you can say, introduce
Jude, if I'm Jude.
Do that. One for tennis serious. I also invest in tennis. Not one for tennis in serious.
English. I hope your listeners will not be too upset with me.
Debbie.
So I just wanted to address one thing. You mentioned something I thought was very interesting about how you noticed a lot of the people who play tennis tend to come out from Osu. And I think the reason is because they have access to the stadium.
It is close. Accessibility is close to them.
And that's a very, very important thing. And so what we're trying to create is give those people the access, because there's a lot of people who actually have an interest for tennis, but they just don't know where it starts. They view it as a prestige sport, and they think it's an expensive sport to basically go into.
Yeah.
But we're trying to create the awareness that it's possible to actually get into tennis. It's possible to, play sports like this. And the aim is to be able to, eventually get some of these kids to the level that, like the Francophories and the Victoria Doronas have gotten to. Hopefully play Wimbledon one day, maybe Roland Garros.
A Ghanaian playing a major tournament.
Exactly, play some of these major
I
tournaments.
didn't mean that.
And we think it's very, very possible.
Yeah.
It's just about creating that access for them.
Well, you still have not answered my question.
Sorry, I just had to get that out the way.
You thought I'll forget?
Yeah,
I won't forget. I don't know what
So I really did take it seriously, but I think the simple thing is she's clearly got more passion than I did at a younger age.
Let me tell you a funny story. Do you know our parents, for instance, their dream is to see us do what they did. So a doctor will want their children to be doctors, a lawyer will want their children to be lawyers. Footballers, athletes will want their children to be athletes. Even though there's much more freedom today. There's a lot more, democratic processes now than it used to be. But that the Europeans really finish it, and you be all the passion on my talent may not necessarily be the talent that Jacob wanted and Mao. So there's always a fight in there. So I mean, hopefully you find a passion too.
I think you've answered the question right there. But
I just want to put you on
the passion is definitely there. It might not necessarily to
play at the highest level
professionally, but the passion for tennis has always run through the family. It's something that we've seen on a day-to-day basis, and we feel like she deserves, the platform to be able to pull some of the other kids. Like she said, there's been people who have helped her along the way, and now it's time for us to also give back. So if we can, we don't see why not. We've always loved the game. We think it's a brilliant sport, and there's definitely the avenue for people to get involved in it.
I don't do this, but since I'll give you the opportunity. Your name, and you mentioned the name of your other brother who is also heavily involved in this.
Yes, so my name is Jude Palomares. My brother's name is Isaac Palomares as well. But we've got a few sponsors, if you don't mind.
Please do.
We do appreciate the opportunity from you, Happy FM, giving us this platform, first and foremost.
Gabi is the mastermind.
Yeah, thank you, Gabi, for making this work out. But we'd like to give a shout out to, Primal Logistics. They've been behind us. VLR Worldwide, Viva La Revolution. They're responsible for some of the apparel, like the hats I'm wearing now. We've also got the Treehouse Ghana, which is a restaurant which is there, helping out. We've got Mom's Basement as well, which is also supporting us. We've got PM Sports as well. Also, we've got Fine Mineral Water. So there's a lot of people who actually have an interest. I apologize if I'm unable to mention all the sponsors, but there's quite a few people who are interested. If it's not just money, there's support coming out from different ways as well. But
all right, thank you guys very much for coming. Legend, hopefully next year the end Chibibre, so that we can probably all get involved and plan it properly, and also give you the needed publicity here. For a legend like you doing this, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Say 1 talent and trophy now. We'll spread the love of tennis. Hopefully next year we'll get involved and probably do it a 2-day or 3-day event to get more kids playing. Not just at the stadium. Maybe we Gabi, also would be Basakumo Tennis Club. Na me share Kalana or Sakumo, so now me to organize it be more warm.
Good.
This one going as Sakumo?
No, he's a professional player now. I wish I could.
Okay, we'll have this conversation after, so I know what to do, so that I can also help. I used to organize this football tournament for them. See my brain, yeah, so very great. All right, Eti, Midasi, your final words, Legend. Victoria, the winner.
Saturday, me pese obi an funny ba embra. If even if even she's not playing, just bring her to the tennis court. And then we'll have fun. We have a lot of fun. Those who will play. The rest will know what to do.
You sure?
So, yeah.
All right, Saturday we never saw until when if you just drive there. Over to the Kolana Museum, move from museum and Waba Stadium. Waba Shibia.
Yeah.
We saw a racket and not to be one. No, starting no, but. Now that's how we grow our sporting industry as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.